Legend match. Hello everybody, today we are gonna study Legend of Legend Go Seigen's game. Do you know who is Go Seigen? He is called the Go Master. He passed away a few years ago and he lived until 100 years old, and he activated in Japan for a long time and many people knows him, and he was really popular in Japan. And this game was played in 1933. His opponent is Honinbo Shusai. In this year, Honinbo Shusai was the top player in the world. And in his 60 years old the birthday party, I cannot say party, for the celebration, they have played this game. So this is really special game. So Go Seigen has some creative beginning. He showed us many creative beginning. Especially from this game, he used the new beginning. So you can see how he was played, and you can even compare nowadays the logic of the Baduk and long time ago how they were thinking about the logic of the Baduk. Okay, let's just start to study now. First move, he has applied the 3-3. You know, beginning is very interesting, and in this year, normally people likes to play at this move, 3 and 4. Yeah, this was really popular instead of the star. And after this, Go Seigen played this one. And you know, the opponent Honinbo Shusai, I can say at that time the Honinbo Shusai was stronger. And even you have to remember this time the there has a no 6.5 komi, no 7.5 komi. And then White has played here. And fifth move is very interesting. Go Seigen has played at the center. You can see that 3-3, star and center. And you can see how he has a creative mind. I really want to learn such kind of idea. You shouldn't say about this is better or not. You know, at that time the menu logic wasn't tidied yet, so we have to be really respectful of such kind of idea. And White has played here, and this is one of the normal joseki. If White wants to continue and complete this joseki, this is a joseki, and White will get potential. But maybe the Honinbo Shusai, he couldn't feel this is good enough because Black one turn is already here. If White wants to get the right hand side, then normally we play here, then Black goes here and 3 space jump. This is a joseki. And White didn't play anything, just he has played the big plays. Now, at that time, the most of the player likes to play from the this one, or even Black loves to play here. But you can see the even Go Seigen's creative beginning. He just has played here. Now he is handling like a universal, and White approached here. And you know, many beginning logic is different, right? I can say if you want to go to the big area, the left hand side might be bigger. But now this is also one of the possible moves. If Black approaches here first, then Black is getting bigger, White is getting smaller. So we shouldn't complain about the logic about the beginning between nowadays and the old beginning. Just we have to enjoy to watch. And then Go Seigen has played here. You can see very interesting. Just like this is like a universal. Yeah. Now he's making the, but I cannot say cosmic style, but kind of. And then White just played here at one time. Then you can see like how Black was handling. He is making bigger like this. And White approached this one. And now there is one more interesting move. If with the this one, nowadays if according to follow the logic, then White might just get into 3-3, and even White, if White just get into 3-3, then White can break the corner very easily. But of course White has to give up this area. White has to reduce again. If White wants to break the center more, then we can think about approach and try to save into the side or lower side. But White approach one more time. Then also according to follow the normal logic, then Black might just have to defense here. Then Black has to take care of the corner and side. That's the normal logic in the nowadays. But now the Go Seigen has played one more move here. Just like he is handling this area. It's very interesting, right? And then after this, White, you know, cannot wait anymore. White is just getting here. So as we follow the normal logic, you know, nowadays attack is called stealing the base. Just like Kosumi, make white to stretch, and then try to get territory. And even though we can't capture this white, we have to bother white, and then we need to change back some territory at the sideward corner. That's called the normal attacking. But in this year, you know, the manual logic was different. Just like he is keep handling the center like this, and white is playing here. This is quite good move. Just like white is looking for this Hane here. If black separate here, white can just try to save at the side easily. And now goes again. Just said that he is keep blocking the center. And after this, white show me really good performance. Then white can just think about block here and try to save this group. But now he getting to 3-3. This timing was really amazing. If black just try to get this corner, something like this, then now white will step at the left hand side and white will give up the lower side. And then white has a many territory at the other place. So this was his plan. And now Seigen's plan is really quite colorful. He just want to handle this center. He just block here and then let white save. According to follow the nowadays logic, then I can say white will not be bad. But now our looking angle has to be different. Yeah. After this, just black has played the big plays here. Now I can say this first fighting was finished and white just has to take care of this 2 stone. And Honimbo Shusai has played the 2 space jump, which means if white just block here, then you know black can pincer right now. So now it's not timing to block here. White can just make the light stone. For example, if black just has played here, you know, you don't have to block here. This is not your territory. White can just try to get the base with a good move. That is his plan. And now Seigen said, no, I am still thinking about pressing of your group. And now at that time, white is supposed to just block here. Then it was white defending turn, you know. I always told you that you have to compare whether this is your defending turn or attacking turn. But now he just doesn't want to lose the control. Just even he just attach and try to use the active move and like Hane. Even strategy was okay. White could play slowly, but you know, now he has a high pride as a rank number 1 at that time, and he just have a double Hane. But this sacrifice was not really good. Now black can cut here, and you know, if even white connect here, white stepping is really slow, even the capture, then somehow white was supporting black's movement, and even black can try to change back the plan, just like give up this 1 stone. So white plan was sacrifice this 1 stone, something like this. Because after he throw this away, he is thinking about attacking this 1 stone. And then white has played here. But this result was the sacrifice was too much. You know, even though black just captured this 1 stone, now black can make the big territory. And even though white cannot try to capture this 1 stone easily, the odds will be very bad. So I cannot say this plan was right plan. But after that, you know, normal black movement should be the shoulder, and then when white push, then we can try to go out center easily. But if black is using the shoulder, normally the corner aju will not be very powerful. So the Seigen doesn't want to touch the corner any stone. So now he just had to play Raji Knight move, which means if he want to separate, then he can try to save something like that. Yeah. So now he is using some high quality the movement. And now the white has played here. If black doesn't play anything in the future, now this double Hane will be very powerful. It's really painful. Even black shape is not so beautiful. So now just white is just playing let black to jump, and he wants to play 1 more big place. So I can't say the territory balance is better for white, but you know, there was no 6.5 or 7.5 Komi. So still it's the long game. Okay, after they has played the second fighting, then Seigen tried to make the next fighting. And if white is just Hane here, you know, this is a normal move, what we can think about it. But you know, when black plays here, this will be a little bit painful. After that, black has to respond to connect like this. But Seigen doesn't want to accept like that. They are very active and cut this one, which means he wants to do that. Then when Atari here, we can calculate until now. After that, you can see that we don't really have to connect because even the white cut here, we can try to re-sacrifice again. Now this one stone is not valuable, so black did many things by center, and black can use with the 53 somewhere big place. Then now even white is getting pressing. You know, if you are accepting everything what your opponent wants, then we cannot win the game. So now the white, the Honimbo, Shusai said, no, I'm not gonna accept what you are doing. You can try to make something into my corner. I can accept. And now, of course, he has moved here. So now seems they are having the trading. So this trading was okay for white. White wasn't supposed to be too greedy. Now he just has to give up this one stone and try to capture this one stone. Then this was okay for white. Even though black break the corner, however, now here was not so big. But this time, their movement is really active. White just want to save all the area. But you know, basically there are many black stones, so it was really easy play. So now black just goes out, and even white is saving here. He didn't want to give up something like this. Yeah, somehow this result is quite thick for black. But the actual game is like the white is just connect, and even white is thinking, I can win this fighting. Please come in. I will try to punch you. And now black just connect here. White has pushed here. At this situation, white is quite rushed now. Actual game just black has the tiger's mouth and the white answer. If black just want to capture this two stone, actually it was possible to play something like this. Yeah. The reason why if white just cut here, you know, there is some difficult reading part. If you just answer here, white can capture this 5 stone. It doesn't work. But black has a timing to cut this first, and when white connect, we can stretch here. Then there will became this trading, and then black can capture here. Of course, white is quite thick for this group, but black also break the perfectly at the corner. So now it was also available. So I can say white plan was a bit overplay. But maybe the black didn't want white to be thicker, so black just defends here. Then which means black is, if white just has played here, then black is looking for this move in the next round. If white just tried to play like this, still is possible to win. But when black stretch here, even the white can capture this group, you know, now this white is very weak. So now it doesn't work. White cannot use this way, so white has to answer here. And since black save here, somehow black played both sides. Even black tied the center. You know, white cannot try to capture the corner. What about if white just try to capture like this? What can you see that? You know, this is quite difficult to test the questions. Now, if you can see in 1 second, then your level is very strong. Then you can try to solve it. If you cannot find it, then you can stop the video and you can try to solve it first. Okay, now black can try to jump here. When black jumps here, then white has to connect. We can try to make the snap back. Then we can capture the white. So even here is same. Yeah, just different order. But if black makes mistake like this, then it doesn't work. Then of course black will be captured. So now white cannot try to capture the black. White has to defense. And then black save into the corner. So now somehow for this result, black did many things. Even black tied the center, and even black breaked white corner. So now the Go Seigen's performance really great. And you have to know one thing. For this game is like they have played for more than 3 months. Just like the white player, the Honimbo Shusai, he was the strongest player. So now I can say, so he is kind of a champion. So he had the control to make all the decision. Just like today, okay, we can play, and they have been keep playing for a long time. Each other had for 24 hours. Maybe I remember the 24 hours they can think. And after they play for 1 day, then the Shusai has a control. Oh, today we can play until now. We can meet few days later. Something like that. So it seems it's unfair, right? That's why the many people were saying about this game. It seems so unfair, but you know, the even like that the Shusai was the champion, the people hasn't complained about this. But anyway, that's why the I can say Go Seigen also have to. He didn't have a control because all the time the Honimbo Shusai could control. whether they can stop to play the game and go back home and study again. So they have stopped for 13 times for this game. Yeah, it's not like that they stayed in the same area, just they go back home and they can study how much they want. Especially white player can decide everything. Yeah. So okay, after that, white can think about the take care of this group, and white can think about the Hane. But the Honinbo Shusai, you know, he is also really great player. Just the way I was focusing about Go Seigen. But of course, white was the legend of the legend as well. So he wants to capture this one stone. So he has found some great move. Cut this first, and then try to make one sacrifice. Wow. You can see that. If you just answer, this is an actual game. The meaning is like, when he answer, he doesn't want to just play like that. He wants to even capture this one stone. Which means if black just connect here, white can cut, and when black save, and we can try to capture here. Even the black do something, then finally this will be the recapturing. So like snapback. So now it doesn't work, and black has to give up like this, and until now. So now I can say this fighting was a game finished, and black has to find a new area. And Go Seigen just protect the center with Kosumi, but I think this was not enough aggressive. Black has to be much aggressive. You can see how much Go Seigen was think about this territory was important. Of course, he was caring about such kind of a cutting method, but actually it doesn't work. Even though black just tried to Atari and try to capture this one stone, still it was available to fight. And even he would care about this kind of move, but black has to accept some white to break this area first. Anyway, this will be less than 20 points. So now it wasn't the biggest. Black has to just continue to press the white first, this way, and try to separate and let white to save. And anyway, this is better for black already. Black break the many points, restrict the white territory. After that, even in this situation, according to follow the nowadays logic, then now is the Aji timing. Just like in this situation, with this position, black can try to attach here. If white is answering with the Kosumi or stretch, you know, we can try to save into the corner easily. For example, if white just has Kusumi, this is the we are protecting the side. Even black just used such kind of method, and we can save easily. We can at least make the call. And if white just capture here, and we can try to make all the sente, and we can save something like that. There are many kind of method. So normally white just has to block here, as you know that. Black cannot save into the corner, but main point is I can just Hane. If white just answer, we can try to save. This is a famous Aji, as you know. If white just answer here, then black can sacrifice. Now it doesn't mean I want to move. If I just try to fight this one stone, however, I can surround this territory perfectly. So now black had a timing to do this first. So now this was the on time. And nowadays this is really famous tactics, but at that time it can be a bit different. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I also have studied many old games, but as not much as nowadays recent game. So please understand my information about that. So now the Blank Rose couldn't catch up the timing, and Go Seigen has played this move. And after that, white will keep showing us really great performance. If white is thinking about the passive way, then white can just try to connect and something like this. But he invaded one more time. This is called one of the another vital point. If black doesn't play anything, then white can try to separate the black. So of course, Go Seigen has to answer. And then he was preparing some Tatsuji again here. Attach and then cut. Since this, now this one stone is helping for this fighting. It's really difficult to handle for black. At the first, if black stretch here, this is the actual game, and white has to push here. I really want to try to make temper, like I want to beat you, but main point is white can make good timing to Ataru here. You know, we can't give up this one stone. White can make a lot of territory, and black's territory is smaller. So black has to try to go out, but since this, if white just cut here, now two stones are captured. Black cannot win this capturing race. It's impossible. Even you make the longer liberty, then it doesn't work. So now this playing is not possible. So black can think about this way and here. But the main point is white can catch up the double hane timing. After this, you cannot capture. Now, these 3 stones are very important. And when you are saving here, then even I beat this one time. And when you are saving, if I go back here, this black will be captured. Black has less liberty. Yeah, now this is also not possible for black. So now this was very great move. So now I can say Go Seigen is really in danger. Now it's really difficult situation. So finally he found out the method, sacrifice. He just tried to Atari and tried to sacrifice these 2 stones. Something like this. And then after that, he can catch up these 2 stones again. But even though he can protect all this territory, and his reading was amazing, yeah. But the point is that this is not good enough for black. White use this one time sente. Even black cannot use that. Even black cannot make the tiger's mouth, because if white tried to make the 1 space jump, and when white is doing here, this should be sente in order to capture this 2 stone. And then when black makes the ladder, right now this ladder is working, is no problem. But if white cut this group one time, now it's very hard to take care. This will be the ladder breaker, and black has to save. And when I am using here, now still this is working, but since white is strategy here, this ladder is gonna be broken. Then like this. This 1 stone is working. If there is no stone, that black can make ladder, but there is a stone, so black cannot make the ladder. So even black cannot make the tiger's mouth here. So black has to connect here, and white to make all the sente. Even Go Seigen made this territory perfectly. But main point is that this territory is very big and thick. Even black cannot make any aji. So now the reason is the this move was a bit passive. So even white has to make sente. He wants to complete like this. But of course the black has to catch up the chance. So black just ignore and try to go to the big place. Yeah, and white ignore as well. You can see that if black is just nice like this, then black has no chance to win. So we have to share the big place. So black went to the big place, and even white is not thinking white is not thinking this is the biggest. So he couldn't find a reason to answer and ignore. And you can think like why they are keep ignoring. That reason is they cannot set. Even opponent to place first, then my base is no problem. So I cannot set, I can go to another place. That's the reason. Yeah. Okay, so after this black made the sente. If white doesn't answer anything, white will get big trouble. Now even this base is not sure. That's why white is answering. You can think like this. Yeah. Or maybe you may not understand if opponent always goes to the big place, doesn't answer like this, then why professional player are not always answering? What's the reason? Then you will be very confused. But there is that meaning. Yeah, so now white just ignore and black made the sente. So now black cannot bother white anymore. White almost has 2 eyes, so black has to go to the big place. This is the last big place at the upper side. Okay, after this, actually, if there is the gomi, of course white is better, but now still there is no gomi. So even white is better, I cannot say the 100% white is winning. Obviously now white is better, but the gap is not big as like nowadays game. So black still can find out the chance. If in this situation, if white wants to tidy here, this such kind of method is that we are using. Just like if black just answer, we can try to answer. Even aji is gonna be disappear and the white will be very thick. If black just wants to capture this 1 stone, then normally we can tidy the shape. Just like here, and then center condition is better. Maybe you may not understand why white doesn't play the Kosumi. Yeah, you can see that this kind of attachment mode many times in professional game. If they have a Kosumi, since this one, this territory is better, but the center power is much weaker compared to this one. You are losing some point since you lose the 1 stone, and something like that. But after the center power, white has a much more stone. That's the reason why you can see the attachment there. So now I think that this is the normal method how we can protect from the black's invasion. Yeah, you know, even there is invasion, we cannot play like this. It's too slow. So the white just went to the big place, and black has pushed here, and white just jumped the 1 cente. Actually, this time also black can think about the strategy and try to ignore and lose this territory. But as I told you, we can see that Go Seigen was thinking this territory is everything of his territory right now. So he just protect here, and now black made all the cente. And now finally black catch up the sentence. So now he started to change the mood with the invasion. So now this is suitable invasion. If black is thinking about something else, this white is too thick. Even though black made something, the black has nothing to do. So now only this is available in this situation. If white just block here and black can try to connect here, it's successful now. If white just trend here, then you know, which means such kind of thing is all sente, and we can try to make the large knight move, then it's not easy to capture. Of course, in the local area, then still white might capture. But main point is when black is making all the sente, you know, we can save like that. It's easily. And even white try to capture the black, then white has a weakness. So now here will be weakness, and this white will be in danger, and many things will be in trouble. So now it's not easy to try to capture when white has weakness. So now white realized that if white just okay here, then black can try to make sente and try to go out. Now just breaking is the black score. So white just realized that he has to be active now, but it seems a bit late. So now black try to save here and try to take care of this group. Yeah. So now I can say this game became really difficult since this invasion. So always in your game, invasion is really important mission. All the game you will have such kind of chance. Just like the beginning of the middle game, you need to invade the first time or reduce, you have to choose those things. And even middle of the middle game and the end of the middle game, that always you will have such kind of a situation. So now, according to follow the normal Hengma method, and even black might push here, and this is also possible. But now he was thinking this area is too thick, and he wants to just go out faster to the center. So as I told you, when you are looking for the invasion, we can't just memorize. You have to just try to understand for this game, and you can just try to see the next game, and even you have to just try in your actual game. Yeah. So now after this, white cannot try to beat this 2 stone. So now he made a center and tried to attach here, which means right now the net doesn't work. Became white will be captured. So white is preparing to capture this group. So of course black has to say no, I cannot give up. And they had another trading. Like here, white is getting the upper side, and then black just goes to the biggest. This is very big. Since he captured, he can get many territory. If white just connect here, now you can see that black cannot get that much territory. And even after this, there will be some aji. If white just has played here, attach this one and try to here. Something aji is not that clean in the future. Of course, it doesn't mean white can make something right now, but if white can save 2 stones, then black should care about that. So now I can say even this is really big. After that, okay, after this, white just made some sente, and then goes to the big place, and they are keep playing the big place together. Now the left hand corner is the big place, like this. Now you know it's really close because also black break the white territory. So connect is the normal one, but even black has to chase for the territory. So now this is much better for the point. So white made this sente and then cut here like this. Yes, and then now became center is the main fighting. So now you can see how they are active, how their reading is really strong with this situation. If black is thinking about just point, I mean be safe, then black can just try to go out with Kosumi. But in the actual game, black just hane this first, because now if black can capture this is much better. So white connect here. Even black tried to make this tiger's mouth, which means this 1 stone is much useful to break white territory. and which means if white just goes out here, black was confident to save. This one stone is nothing, black can just comes out here. So now this was the black's plan. Okay, after black plays here and white Kosumi here, then which means white wants black to answer, then white is ready to capture the black. So now you can see they are high quality reading fighting. So even though the beginning logic is different than now compared to recently and the old beginning, the logic was totally different, but their reading skill is still really great. So now black has played here. Okay, this is one of the highlights of this game. White has made Sente, and then there was the famous story. And white has stopped this game again. Honinbo Shusai stopped this game, and he just okay, we can play. We can continue to play for a few days later. We can do it until now, and just they go back home each other. Because in this year, Honinbo Shusai was the best player in the world, so he had many students in his home. You know, that is a Japanese culture. Many students were staying in the teacher's home. So his student was they were studying for this game just like the group studying. You know, even strong player, they are having the group studying as well, even nowadays. So because people will keep saying this game rule is quite unfair. Always white has a control to stop, and the black has to follow. Go Seigen has to follow, and then there was the famous story of finally the Honinbo Shusai found out the great move in this area. So now he just continued to play this game. And after 10 years, 10 years later after this game, one of the Honinbo Shusai's students tell, actually I found out this move, but we were studying with our classmate together, but normally our teacher didn't join us. Just sometimes when we are having the group study, just he was looking from near us, but it doesn't mean he joined. So just like that kind of studying. So which means the people were thinking the student found out this move. That's very interesting story. Yeah, nowadays, you know, there is no this kind of a long game, and even we just finish in one day. In Japan, there is still 2 days game. Yeah, but even like that, you know, that was a really famous story in this year. So how Go Seigen was really popular, you can see the information in the book and history. He was even famous than the all kind of the artist and even writer. And just like even someone doesn't know about the Go and Baduk, but they know who was Go Seigen. He was like that much popular. Yeah. And then this was the great move that he used. Just like if white tried to goes out here, and white can break a little bit, cannot break that much. And you know, even white has pushed here. White wants to make something here. Some black is in danger, but point is that black can beat these 4 stones, so it doesn't work. But now the white has played a really good move. This one. This is kind of a test, which means if black just plays here, then white can break much more. So now it's not available. Somehow you want to just block here and you want to capture everything. And point is white has played here. Right now it's not working anything. But since you cut here, you can make something. Now these 4 stones are in danger. You have to capture. After this, you can just make all the sente. And then when you save here, black has to cut. You know, now you can't capture these 5 stones, even you do it. So now black has to capture these 2 stones. Now black is in danger. Then now this will be in big trouble. It's a big accident. So now white found out this move. So now many people were saying that after this game, he found out this one. That's why he continued to play the game. But main point is after this, even Go Seigen made amazing move as well. He just attached here. This can protect both sides. If white just goes out here, then black can block here. When you are doing same as just now, Like here, 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 here. Point is you cannot connect here because I can just capture here. So white has to capture, and when black capture, you know this is very risky for white. So now white cannot do this way. So he has prepared for a long time for this move, but Go Seigen even played an amazing move as well. So now he could finally protect both sides. But main point is, you know, still white is also legend of legend. So now he just take care of his mentor and psychology, and he just try to attack the center first. So now black attach here, and because still there is that Aji, so black has protected this one. And you know, still is very complicated. If black's ordering is wrong, then now black might be captured. Just like if you just try to cut here when you are trying to doing here, now white can make this sente and try to capture. It doesn't work. So black's order has to be perfect. So now Go Seigen, Kosumi first, white has to block, and then try to make sente and try to cut. And this is right order. Then if white just capture, black can save, black can capture back these two stones, like here. So this is basically no problem. So now actual game, of course white also reading too, so white just trade again here and capture back these two stones. But since this one, white found a really great winning move. This game, white finally win 2 points. And white made sente, you know, black has to answer here. So seems black protected everything, right? Now you can see that if white goes out here, somehow this white is okay. When you are keep surrounding here, then black can try to connect. This wedge doesn't work, and even you just do something else, white can save. Then why white cannot do that? After this, black has a Kosumi. Kosumi is the vital point. If you Atari and try to push, I can wedge. Cannot go out. And even you do something else here, then I can save here, like this. You know, capturing race is not available for white, so now this is impossible. But in this, at that moment, white found out winning move. What do you think? He just didn't move anything, and he just made Kosumi. This is the white winning move. What if black just answer? This time is different. Now when black is doing same as just now, you know, there is exchanged now already. So now if white just has played something here, now even black do similar as just now, it doesn't work. Black can just save here. Even you make all the sente, is impossible to separate. Now black will be captured. So this Kosumi was amazing move. So since here, but point is that after that, until the end of the game, still we have many things to study. If we just disappointed, maybe normally psychologically and mentally we are gonna be broken. But now the Go Seigen is not like that. If black is just playing here, then this is not the best. But Go Seigen is keep playing the best move. Which means after this, now if white save here, then we can capture this group. Even white has tried here, you know, it's impossible. So now he even wants to break more. So after that, white just made all the sente here and until now and try to protect here, which means now this is protecting the white. Black cannot jump here. Even we just wedge and Atari here. So now this is much efficient. So finally black has to go back here. Why this was the winning move, you have to know that. After, since white exchange, there is the Tetsuji again. Here, and when you capture, we can capture back this group. It's really big point. You know, now if white couldn't capture anything, it's impossible to win. So now white made the sente, then black until now, okay. And then even this is sente. If black doesn't answer anything, then we can try to go out. We break everything. So black has to answer and then capture this group. So now I can say white is leading. So after this, actually, Go Seigen didn't have a chance, but you can see how he was having the end game. His end game is really also great. Now black has pushed one time and try to make here. Okay, at this moment, of course, black has to go out here and black has to make white territory smaller. Black need to restrict. I think as a normal player, we just try to play here like that. This is what we can think. But now though it's very sharp. When white has played here, black Atari this one, which means now white must capture, and then now black is taking the risk. If white wants to have this call, and when black win this one, and this white will be captured is really dangerous, so white cannot take this risk. If white just accept here, now when black connect, this point is really big difference, around the 2 points are different, just like when you do here, now here, you know, white 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you are making center this first, here, you just had you spent one move into your white territory. So this is very sharp. That was not really easy to think. So endgame skill is also even compared to nowadays, I don't think their endgame is worse than nowadays player. It's really strong. And even here one more time, he cut one time. If white connect here in the future, white has to think about surround more stones. So now the white just accept here. And this as a normal player, just we will leave it here. In the future, we will spend one move to have an end game. But how did he play? Kusumi. If white just wants to capture the black, you know, it doesn't work. Something will be in the big accident. Now, you know, we can't make call, and if white just surround here, white will be captured. So white has to capture, then black can make end game by sente. So now even it's much closer. Yeah. And then sorry, before black plays here, black made Hane and connect first. Now is my wrong order. Okay, anyways, after that, okay, black has played the big end game. And here, this one. So now you can see the final winning move from this game. Okay, after this, now black has a wedge here. What do you think about the white next move? If you just capture, then now this will be the call. Of course, white cannot do that. So normally, as a normal player, then we can think about connect. When black connect, when you are doing here, there will be the 0 point. Even I save here, there is nothing, you know, now. But now his last winning move is the tiger's mouth. This was the winning move. Since this here, if you are thinking to break, then still white can make this 2 point. So now everything is the point. So black has to save here, and white made all the sente. Until now, you can see that they are all point. 3 points are different. So now, you know, white just finally win this game 2 point. And of course, they didn't have a gomi as I told you. But if white couldn't find out this one, then it was even closer. So you can see that how their reading was great. And interesting thing is about the beginning as well, about the Gosei against the creative mind. So he always tried to do something, the new one. So now this game was he started to do the new beginning. It was called the new beginning, even in Chinese and Korean. Yes. So even Gosei again lost this game, still we can say that this was one of the legend game. So now even white game quality was amazing. So now you can see that for the beginning logic is quite totally different than nowadays. But after middle game, for their reading skill and many things was really great. So now today we have studied one of the old game, and I really enjoyed to study for this game as well. Yeah, and you can just imagine how they have played at that time. Yeah, even nowadays in Japan there is a 2 days game, you know, but this was like the more than 3 months game. So how you can think how they were thinking the match one is important. Yes. Okay, so today we can study until now. If you enjoyed to watch my video, please subscribe and like for my channel. Then I'm gonna prepare the more interesting game next time. Okay, thank you very much everybody. Bye bye. See you.